for the most unpopular take in current real estate trends. So check it. All you can do is hit the scrolls. It's all doom and gloom. It's all high rates. It's all crappy market. It's all economic uncertainty, blah, 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 ad nauseum. That's easy. That's the stick. We love getting slapped and self-chastised with some good stick, right? What's carrot look like? So buyers, talking to you right now, what if history proves that this epoch was a moment where prices weren't going down like you might have hoped, but they're also not cray right now. They're kind of boringly staying about stable or coming up a couple percent or what have you. And sure, the rate ain't 3 anymore, and it's this jagged, comfortable pill of 7, sometimes higher, depending on the news cycle for that day. Not ideal. And some folks we're operating at about 50%, 50% of deal flow right now, still saying, you know what? It's not perfect, but I'm just going to lock in something right now because the other factors in my life are more important than playing this rate game into perpetuity. Already been waiting since last April for this crap. It's been a year and a half. I don't see it getting any better anytime soon. Let's just do the damn thing. Let's start the family. Let's take the job. Let's, fire the landlord. I want to paint my damn wall, right? Whatever the pomp and circumstance that supersedes all the economic shit. So those folks are singing themselves the tune in their own shower that I take the rate now, and when the rates drop, I'll refinance and I'll be happy with that. So the delta, the juice worth the squeeze in this regard is my payment's going to go down. My rate's going to go down. I'd be happy about that. But what folks aren't talking about enough, at least in my circles, I'm not hearing it enough. And in my scroll stream, I'm not seeing it enough, is what's going to happen with the prices when that rate goes down. So let's say it is 7 right now. Let's agree it ain't going to go to 3, but let's say it's going to go to 5. And that big, gigantic rubber band of demand is finally snapped loose. And you got all the buyers that have been hanging out on the sidelines jumping into the water hole at one time. And then you got all the sellers that are just married in a coffin, are just married in this sarcophagus of a 3% rate, don't even want to be in that home anymore, but are stuck there because they got nowhere else to go. All of a sudden start selling, and you got this massive exodus from the sideline to the game at once. What's going to happen with prices? Gang, they're going to get cray. So if I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about that, now granted, that could be wrong. That could be just as hyperbole as any. This is all some sorcery, crystal ball bullshit, right? But if that plays out, the more important, more effective element of that swallow the 7% pill now strategy could more simply be just locking in the purchase price. Sure, the boon, the gift with purchase is maybe you can lower the rate a little bit, but that purchase price, if this market ends up playing out, doesn't fall off the face of the fiscal cliff, don't have some gigantic economic calamity come in and Nancy Kerrigan out this whole market from underneath us, and it just boringly strides along and weathers through this and comes out on the other side, then gang, that's exactly what's going to happen. And the lament felt in the bones of the buyer that strategically was sitting on the sidelines hoping for either the confluence of lower prices and or lower rates finds himself with a slightly lower rate, but a punitive avalanche right to the dome of a price that then runs away. So gang, it's one of those, both decisions are hard. Choose your heart.